Welcome everybody, François Letard, JDRD13, and welcome to part 26 of the Orkland campaign in the Dark Eye. Yes, so having a recap, we did won the fight against the band of Orc we have encountered. In fact, the fight was cut short when Mavon called a darkness spell, which impressed the Orcs quite a lot, including some of some of the members of our party. Yeah, it ended the fight right then, and so we were able to gather together and continue our journey, which was quite uneventful up until we found the remnant of a human body, which we think that it might be a slave. So, we think that there are slavers that might be nearby, maybe, maybe holding some humans with them. So we decided to check out, at least to know how they are organized, and if the occasion may seem okay, we may try to rescue some of them, but yeah.
Well, I'm pretty sure they wouldn't be arrested quietly.
No. So that's where we are right now.
Okay. You can pull up Roll20.
Mhm.
As you will see shortly, this is the part where I had to make some changes to the campaign because the original modules start outside of the Orkland, and then they set in back again when you leave the Orkland, but everything in between is basically nothing happens.
That's not the case of us. Okay. Roll20 is very long to start in my hangout. Try it again. Everything is quite long here.
Yeah, Marbio is in control.
Okay.
So, I'm sorry for the handmade map, but campaign cartographer was not doing what I wanted. Looks fine.
Yeah. Better than I would do.
Okay, so you're currently in a forest. I represent you with the chosen face of Marbio as your group position. Each of these squares is about 2 kilometers from side to side. So you need roughly half an hour to cross one. What you see in front of you with all the dots on the with all the dots on the with all the dots anyway, is high grass. So it's basically almost or just about man-high grass.
Okay.
The lines in the south indicate an increase in height, and you have a small mountain top here. Well, not mountain, it's more of a hill.
Okay.
And this is basically the position where you, where Gruff led you, where he where the tracks of the corpse led you, and somewhere south of here he must have come from.
Okay. So, well, yeah. I guess we can try to sneak ourselves near this place if everyone's ready.
Yeah.
I'm ready.
Probably skirt the edge of the hills. Trying to look for where this guy had come from.
Mm-hmm.
So, guess I'll go south, like right here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'll probably go towards the hill, but go about right there, and just skirt the edge. But yeah.
Okay. Okay, so that's all. Yeah. What you can see is that basically this is, if you were to venture into the next field below you, that would be maybe an increase by 150 meters. So here you have quite a steep edge of the hill.
Yeah.
Well, not very steep, but so in which direction do you want to go from here?
I guess. My vote's east.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go east.
Well, this is your idea, so
What should be yours?
Yes.
okay. Wait a moment. So this should be about it.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
What's this? Oh, more woods.
Also, from where you come, you know that wrong shape. In this direction, there must be the river.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll continue to move south since that's where the hills are turning.
Mm-hmm.
Are you moving by yourself, or are we all going?
Yeah, that's my question.
I presume this is the group moving.
Okay.
Unless you tell me
That's
otherwise, then I will. If you want to split the group, then I can give you another.
Makes sense. Yeah, we don't need an icon for everybody.
Yeah, this is just an overland map, so no tactical.
Yeah.
Well,
This is the part like in the role-playing game when all the characters suddenly are one character, and then when it's combat, they split up in multiple.
Yeah. It's the part before you become multiple, get multiple personalities disorder. Yeah. Wait. Okay. Can do perception checks.
Okay.
Okay, perception is in wait, is in a chef, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, 2. I got that one. In intuition twice. Once, and I failed, of course, the third time completely with a 20.
Okay.
I passed mine.
Okay. While you skirt the edge of this forest, you notice that there are some poles driven into the ground, on which you see some birds hanging, or dead birds.
Dead birds hanging from poles.
Yes, they are maybe 1.5 meter height, the poles,
Oh,
and
the poles.
they
from the
yeah,
bird.
and they are bound. The birds are bound to these poles on strings.
Does it look like they were like hunted and just hung up there for the time being, or does it look like some sort of ritual? Or
Well, they look too old and rotten to be hung up there to get ripe, if that's what you mean.
Is there a fire nearby? Like, is this could this have been a campsite that was abandoned before they? You know?
As you move closer to look around, this just there's actually would be a pretty bad location to make a camp, as the ground is almost swampy. You leave deep footprints here that quickly fill with water, and these poles stand in a. It's basically a repeating pattern that you see here, and they are maybe spaced 100 meters or so from each other.
Is that a sign of warning?
Huh.
but why birds?
Yes.
This
There's
is a bad
no water in
omen.
that. Yeah,
I
absolutely.
don't like it.
Me neither.
Like, what kind of birds are those anyway?
I can check that out.
Yeah, I wouldn't know. A bird is a bird to me.
Well, I can. Well, animal can. Is it that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, I'll try it. Off maybe. Oh, I think I have it. Two success. The first
Okay.
time I rolled that.
These seem to be carrion birds, so crows and ravens,
Okay.
and a couple of sparrows and so on.
I look at Borkai and say, are those birds a bad omen in the orc, in your culture?
Not in my tribe, but who knows? Shaman. Strange.
Oh no, not another
Maybe-
spellcaster.
Maybe one of them. Or sign of warning. No go further.
Well,
We'd better watch out. Maybe they have someone to watch this place.
we can see into the forest from here at least a little bit, right?
Yeah, these poles are on the edge of the forest.
Oh, okay. Do you think their encampment might be in the forest, Borkai?
Well,
Not well.
I look at ground. I don't think, but with shaman, you never know. They're crazy.
Ah, I'm trying to find some tracks on the ground, and I succeed with 7 success.
What you find when you look around the area, and this takes you, by the way, maybe a half an hour, maybe even an hour. You find remnants of horse trails from. My connection to the server has been interrupted. I'm not sure if I vanish in a moment.
It says the same thing for me, and now here I'm.
Same here.
I'm not. Where does it say that at?
I'm
On
still
the upper right.
Maybe it's the Roll20 server.
Yeah.
That's what it looks like.
Oh yeah,
Because
yeah.
it's gone now for me.
Yeah.
For me too.
Okay, well, theater of the mind.
Yeah, as I said, there are horse trails coming or going from the north to the south or otherwise at the edge of the forest.
Okay. I miss. Okay. If I knew where those tracks leads, I'd say we take another road than this one because it seems to be one of their main roads.
What if we move amongst the trees?
Oh, I'm okay with that.
Yeah. I'm kind of looking furtively at the horse tracks that were pointed out at me. Do they ride horses here? I asked Borkai.
I don't know. I never heard. Horse, something you do.
Yeah.
I know some hunt for eat, but never heard of horse Orkland.
Well, for sure, I didn't saw any tracks of an ox like we saw yesterday. And there are no trails of any carriage, dude. So the group we encountered yesterday didn't pass through here. I don't think so.
That's that's not yesterday. That was, I think, 3 or 4 days ago.
Oh yes, it's true. Okay, yes, we have.
But
3
yes,
days and...
but otherwise you're right. There are no trails from the carriage.
So I don't. Maybe they have passed here, but I think I would have saw that.
Yeah. Maybe we can keep. We can try the forest. We can keep going south, or we can go back around the other way.
They could be human.
That's what I'm thinking.
Well, they did this orcs away sign in that other forest. Maybe this is something like that.
Maybe.
If they are dissuaded by simple dead birds.
This is really weird.
I suspect that this was the intended effect.
I wanna try to see. I wanna do something a bit atypical here. I wanna try to see if I can see anything. Cause I just found out that I do have the Wildnisleben. If I can find what kind of birds they are exactly. And probably this will not go anywhere, but who knows? And I get a 8 for intuition, and I make that one. And the second one is a 9 for GE Geschicklichkeit. I got that one. And I actually make it. I roll just a random on Wildnisleben. Okay.
Well, as I said, it's mostly they're carrion birds, the carcasses that you find, so crows and ravens. And you would say they are what mainly is supposed to hang here, and that they have whoever did this took other birds they could get a hold on to fill up the poles, and so to speak. So there are some others like sparrows and so on, smaller birds that are also hanging here, but mostly it's in the Corvus family.
And I look around. Well, I do recognize a couple of birds that are not carrion. So they were really trying to get here a lot of birds.
Yeah.
I'm going to go walk up and examine the birds, see if I can see any sort of ritual scarring or bindings or anything that they might have put on them.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well. When you do you have fear of death as a weakness? I don't think
I
so.
do.
But
I do, but not. I
yeah.
don't think Mavon does.
Here. No. Okay. You don't have. Yeah. When you look over the animals, the stench is really, really hard on your nose. But when you look at the birds more closely, even touch them probably, then
With my
you...
staff.
Okay, so you don't handle them with your hands, yeah?
Yeah, I don't physically touch them. I pull out my dagger if I need to, or my staff.
Okay, yeah, when you have them dangling around there and move them a bit, you can see that the necks have been stretched long. So
they've been strangled.
Either they have been strangled or someone has broken their necks by pulling them. You've seen that on the farm that
yeah, grab them by the head and spin them around.
Part of the academy.
Huh.
Though they have were not feathered, so. Oh no, that's probably the wrong word. But their feathers weren't removed.
Okay.
Plucked.
Yeah, plucked. That's the word.
I'm over Mavon's shoulder and say, "That is quite cruel to do to an animal, for nothing."
Yes, it's something. I mean, for food I can see that, or for crafting, but just for leaving there, kind of a barbaric thing.
Yes.
Is this sign of Ranga?
Ranga? What are you talking about?
You call 12.
Oh, you mean the gods? That's surely not a sign of the gods that I know. This is more like.
Do I have knowledge religion?
What out of character? Would I know that the god Boran's sign is the crow?
You are a worldly character. You've traveled around, so I would presume so.
Yeah. This would be more of a blasphemy against the religion of Boran. A Boran priest might, hell, he might even shout and they never talk. And start trying to fix what's punishable, bury these poor creatures.
I'm gonna roll religious, just to. Okay. I think that actually makes it.
Yeah, that looks like it.
Out of character, then being, I would assume that being on a war zone, the priests of Boran. No, anyway, I'm thinking out loud.
No, I didn't understood the on the what.
Out of character. That's what I meant.
Okay.
On
Okay.
the field of war, I would have seen a lot of priests
Yeah,
of
yeah, yeah.
Boron because they bury the dead.
Yeah.
So
Definitely.
It seems like, if anything, all these dead carrion birds would draw more carrion birds.
Yeah,
are carrion birds cannibalistic?
no, but the
Mm.
carrion birds likes to eat dead meat like that, even if it's their own.
Just a short interjection to Marbio. The raven is, is the animal typically assorted with Boron, the god of death, sleep, and dreams. While the crow has more superstition than any particular religion to it. While the raven can bring the sign of death as a messenger of Boron, the crow is more a sign of bad omens, or less specific ill omens.
Well, the crows they're just basically bad omens, and the ravens, as you said, are the symbol of Boron, but probably by someone who doesn't really understand, the 12, because, yeah, that would be quite a blasphemy right there. Like he was saying, like Kondar was saying. I think this is just some sort of generic trying to fit as many warning signs as you can into a small area.
I think the purpose was to stop people and make them stand here and look at it.
That's yeah.
Well, then it succeeds. Can we start moving?
Yeah, perhaps we should move through the forest and stay off the trail.
That's the shortest. Well, that's the shortest path if you want to modify our course. Is the forest, of course.
I'm curious about what they want to keep us from, actually. Why don't we search the forest?
Yeah. Well, we follow you.
Hey, I'm not the only one risking myself, so does anyone have any objections?
No, I
None.
suggest that we move through the forest.
Well, I think it's better we get out of these horse trails, just in case someone rise up here, wherever we go.
Exactly.
Good point. Let's dodge into the forest then. Well, I go ahead and I try and watch myself passing the birds because I do have that fear of death.
Yeah, you have this prickling sensation on your neck when you go there. You kind of have the feeling of being watched by all those dead eyes. As you move
corpses
past
bring
that,
diseases. I slip by and take a few steps.
just as you pass them, you hear the cry of a raven in the distance.
Oh. I'm gonna have to. Nope, didn't roll under it, so
Yeah.
it didn't spook me too much, but
Yeah. You're not panicking.
yeah.
Okay. So
I have my bow with the narrow ready.
what you can,
I'll get my axe out.
as you move closer into the forest, you recognize a muddy and rotting smell. The ground becomes wetter and wetter as you go.
Is it a normal smell for a forest?
Like a marshland?
Well, it's kind of a marshland smell, so
Okay.
it's just the normal gases you would get in a area turning to swamp.
Okay.
But for someone who doesn't know that,
Well, we probably recognized it from the other swamp we passed through.
yeah.
Yeah.
It would just stink for me.
Yeah.
Smells like the earth has flatulence here.
That's what it seems like.
After, I'm not sure. Did you move or can you move anything?
Oh, yeah, I move into the,
Okay, I wasn't sure because I thought I could. Okay, I can. I thought I'd lost connection completely to Roll20. Yeah, as you move closer, as I said, you see that the patch of forest here is not very thick. As you move slowly through the forest and the ground beneath your feet gets wetter and wetter, the trees stand further and further aside and become more and more crippled. And after about half an hour of walking into this forest, you reach again an area where you really couldn't say it is a forest anymore because the trees stand so far aside. And you basically look on a into a swamp.
oh,
And probably, or you can do perception checks.
let me see if that makes it. Perception.
I make it, but I have to use all my points.
Okay. So,
Should I also
at
roll
least
perception?
you can do if you want to.
Then, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
At least.
I'm not very perceptive because I pretty much botched that.
Yeah, you're probably too busy with trying not to step into any big water holes and sink with your heavy armor.
I missed it by 1 myself.
You missed it?
Missed
Okay.
it by 1, yeah.
I had 5 success, so
Okay.
you know, I have ready eyes looking at everything.
Yeah, probably you have again climbed a tree every now and again to look into the distance.
Yeah.
Maven has been. You have see some smoke coming from not too far away. In the it's not the usual kind. It's more like white. More like clouds actually than the gray smoke you would get from a normal fire. And when Gruff looks from a tree, he can see in the distance that there is a small hill in this area on which you can see that there seems to be standing a shack of some sort,
Okay.
from which emanates this kind of cloud that slowly moves upward into the sky.
Yeah. Well.
Though it doesn't come from a chimney.
No.
Well, I don't really like this place.
There's some kind of a construction over in a small hill nearby with smokes. Some things is burning.
Huh. Well, gang, do you want to check it out?
Well,
yes. But
I'm somewhat wary, but you know, who knows what could be in there. So I don't know, let's check it out. Might be worth it.
Well, we've come this far, we might as well.
Yeah.
All right. I suggest approaching it very slowly, though. You know, just kind of keeping a decent pace, not like running up to it or anything.
Yeah.
If there's any sign of trouble, we'll fight. We'll just retreat for now.
Yeah.
We can do it Wareham style.
Oh.
How's that?
Well, it's these some of your warriors and your honorable types don't like it, but it's just moving from tree to tree. You know, like we did when we tried to not be noticed by the dragon. Didn't help then, but
Okay, well, yeah, that makes sense.
I think back into my schooling and try during my alchemy classes trying to think of what burns with white smoke.
Okay. Well, yeah, you can do an alchemy check if you want.
Yeah, that's a success.
That's a success. Well, you have quite a few ideas what that might be, though mostly those would be herbs or substances that are used mainly for religious reasons, as far as you know. They maybe it could be something for smoking something also. So maybe this is a smoking hut.
Well, if as much smoke is coming out, I think we're heading to some sort of religious location. The dead birds could be a symbol. The white smoke. We might be heading towards some sort of shrine or something, a temple.
Huh.
I don't like that. What kind of temple would be here?
I'm not in the mood in Yes, well, but I'm not in the mood in angering a god.
there's no shrine in Brazorak. So it Tyrach, if Orc, god of death and pain and misery.
Oh, those are fun gods.
Well, there's horse trails, and if the orcs aren't using horses, then there might be humans who've created some sort of temple location here.
Well,
Well,
the trails didn't go in the forest, and not in, well, as far as I know.
well,
I think back to the fact that those dead ravens and like, if this was humans, what could this possibly be?
I'm very interested. Let's just keep moving.
Yeah. So we move from tree to tree like Urgosh suggested. Or,
Okay. I like Orgosh, but it's Oksh.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. As you move, you can try to make hiding checks.
okay.
You have an additional, let's say, 5 points.
Ooh.
10 success. I have 10 success.
Where is that? I always forget where that is. Oh, there we go. Sich verstecken. Okay, let's try this. Okay, 4. Definitely have the courage. But oh man, I don't think I make it.
I don't make it. My courage is way too.
No way, I can't make it. The third one is a 20.
My feet are sticking into the mud as I'm walking along and making this
I
loud
guess with the big ass chainmail, there's no sneaking for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I found the best hiding spot, but seeing seeing all the other ones not being able
Yeah.
to hide themselves, I come out from my
Okay.
hiding place. Well, why bother?
Other character. The rogue types and whatever, the rangers, it doesn't matter how silent they are, you're only as silent as your loudest
Well-
character.
That's not particularly true. If anyone looks for you, he just knows that you are there and has even less chance of spotting Gruff.
Well, that's true. There's a point to
I
that.
stay hidden.
Yeah.
It might
It
be.
helped.
I might throw a sneaky arrow if something bad happens.
Yeah.
Sneaky arrow.
I was about to
It's
say.
the of course the famous sneaky arrow a la Gruff.
Yeah.
Well, as you move closer and closer to this hut, you notice that left and right from where you're going, there's small pools, small ponds, sometimes of murky water, sometimes of mud. You see half-sunken tree trunks, and at some point you see also bodies lying halfly in these pools and ponds
Mario.
of roughly humanoid shape.
Okay, I'm not panicking, but this is kind of creeping me out.
I approach one of them, then just nudge it with my staff.
Once again, I'm over Mavon's shoulder, wide-eyed.
And as you do this, suddenly you hear a sucking noise as the corpse that was lying head first in this water starts to pull itself from the ground.
Okay, but excuse me.
Oh,
I swore in French. I swore in.
oh, this is gonna be a fun battle for Mario.
Do I have to roll like against my
Well, for the moment, it's just Maven who has to do a courage roll.
Just-
I'm guessing I might need to roll against my Aberglaube, right? My superstition.
Yeah, that. Though let's just wait.
Right,
for the
right,
moment,
right.
only Maven has noticed it.
Just one, just roll straight against the courage.
Yeah.
Yep, I pass.
Okay. So do whatever it is you do.
I move back. Look out!
Look
I-
out! What?
point-
What?
I'm pointing everyone towards the corpse, and
I like my axe and like stuff.
I'm
Since
heading
I
As
was-
you
away from it.
As you
Since I was-
turn around to shout at the others, you can see that there are apparently other bodies around you that also start to move.
We're surrounded.
Since I was just behind Mavon, I kick the corpse and I go away.
Yeah, your foot hits it and it makes a kind of squishing noise. You're sure you're breaking a couple of bones in the chest, and it slumps forward again into the ground, and then starts to pull itself bright again.
Okay. I just look at the closest one and attack it, unless I have to roll some kind of a courage roll.
Condor,
Well-
run!
For attacking, at least one courage roll in the beginning would be
Okay.
necessary.
Okay, does
I
my
rolled a 12.
Yeah, you have a reduced courage by your fear of the dead.
Oh, okay, I just made it. I rolled a 12 and my courage is 12, so.
Okay.
Just barely made it.
Yeah, so you step next to Gruff, I presume,
Yeah.
and you bring your axe down. So
Well,
the target isn't moving too fast, so I would give you +4. Well, I think you hit automatically then, right?
I'm gonna roll anyway for shits and giggles. Maybe because I always roll just because if I get a crit. But I got a 17, so even without the bonuses, I would have hit.
Okay. So
Yeah, you are right. It would be an auto hit because then I have like 21. So
yeah.
unless I have to roll on the 30-sided die. 80 or 30.
Is not
30-sided.
Yep.
Yeah, so your axe sinks in the back of this corpse, and you think you have hit the spine, so the head slumps forward into the ground, while the body itself is still trying to get upwards.
I'm saying, what kind of black magic is this? This is truly a sacrilege against Boron.
The black magic to run from.
You hear the
I will run in a second.
The crossbow of Uksh firing by the sound of the sinew. Looking behind, Halmar and Detrart are moving slowly away. Osgard has also drawn her axe and is trying to stay between the retreating ones and the corpses coming.
Oh, are the other ones getting up too? Or
What?
is it just the one? Are the other corpses getting up, or is it just the ones that? Or is it just the one that Mavon poked?
No. There are at the moment. When you look around and count, you would see at the moment 7 corpses that have arisen.
Okay, I've got to.
Some of them seem to be of goblin kind. Some could be human or orc. Hard to tell with the state of decay.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna try and retreat, but cut down anything in my path of retreat. So, I mean, I'm not gonna leave everyone here, but Yeah. This is not a good situation for me. So,
I just pulled back. I moved away from that one that was getting up, and I went back towards the rest of the group to stay. Kept them between the corpse and me.
Okay. Yeah. As you try to retreat, you have no particular problem outrunning them. But slowly but surely they drag themselves in your direction. Low moans escaping from their throats.
Okay. So, I mean, I was able to get away pretty easy. Is that what you said? But they're still coming? Okay.
They're still coming, yeah.
Yeah.
But one of them is headless.
Like, how many are there in total? Like, how many can we see?
7, 8. 7, 8.
By now it's 9.
Oh,
Okay.
oh, there's even more.
Oh dear.
Okay. When I get back to the group, I'm saying, when we get out of this mess, you guys can punch me.
Don't worry. I will consider it.
We didn't ask your opinion. I'm pointing at the red. These guys are making me creep.
Oh. So,
Are we going to stay and fight, or are we going to leave?
I'm going. We leave. Let's leave. Like,
Well, we could well, since there's a hill on the outside of the forest, we could come kind of get up of the hill and try to shoot them while if they are trying to climb.
If we do defeat them, we will be blessed surely by Boron. So,
yes, but look. In the poor quarters, they wouldn't always clean people who died in the streets, and then everyone on my street would get sick. A couple people would actually die from that. I don't like the dead. I mean, if it's fresh, it's fine, but
okay, I'm fine with running, but I think we could take them, even though they are scary looking.
I say we
pretty squishy.
I think if we retreat and let some of them come in close, we finish those off, and retreat back a little bit, let a few of the others come in close. We could get rid of these, because these could potentially be some threat to someone else who passes through here. This is some evil black magic.
Not
So
only that, they can rest their soul at last.
Yes.
I sigh and like it, damn you, conscience, and I pull out my sword. Okay.
There might be whoever's in that hut might be killing people and using them for this purpose. That might be what that man who escaped was.
Yes, that is blasphemy. Has blasphemy all over it, and just in general, horrendous, monstrous actions.
So, as you bring yourself into position to wait for the first corpses to arrive, it's kind of an unnerving to wait as they slowly drag themselves through the swamp. Actually, from what you can see, one or two of them is slowly sinking into one of the puddles by trying to get closer to you. And now they are maybe 10 meters away from you, 3 of them at the moment.
I shoot the most arrows I can, and I scream, "Ah!"
I'm getting close.
Okay.
Do we have to roll initiative?
No, you have the initiative.
Okay. Then I want to attack the closest one.
Okay.
And well, while he's approaching, I may have 1 or 2 arrows that can. Okay. So I'm shooting once and second, and I hit both times because I rolled quite low, unless I had a penalty.
You don't have a penalty. They are human-sized and they are moving very slow.
Okay, 6 and 8.
Okay. The arrows hit one of them in the chest, and he's always pushed back a bit. But then he slumps forward again and starts dragging himself towards you.
Okay, you just tell me when I can shoot my 2 last arrows. I think I'll have to make some.
Yeah.
I don't think that's working, Gruff.
It's working on my nerve.
Okay, so this would be the moment when Kondar steps forward and attacks.
I roll an 8.
Do you attack another one, or do you attack the one that Graf was shooting at?
I might as well attack that one, finish him off, and I roll an 8.
Okay.
Should I roll damage?
Yeah. He tries to bring up an arm, but is way too slow.
Okay.
To block your attack.
Okay. 3 plus 4, and it's a 7.
Okay. Yeah. He tries to grab your arm and opens his mouth. And he touches your arm, but he doesn't get a grip because he's also slimy and slides off your hand as he tries to pull your arm towards his mouth.
I kind of shove him back. This is just fluff a little bit, and I'm saying, "Get away from me, spawn of hell."
You can see now that the 3 that are coming towards you, they were basically focusing on the group. Now they are, the other ones are moving in on Condor as well.
Okay.
And in a couple of rounds, they will reach him.
I look at Ux. Shoot!
Ooh.
By the way, out of character, just quick. Since the last session, have I healed up to max hit points?
You
So I'm at
have
28.
how much? You
It
have
was
28.
3 days.
I think you have 36 at max, right?
32, I think. Maybe did that change?
You have max.
Okay.
Yeah.
Even with, well, not with the worst possible rolls, but with any anything more than a 1 every day, you would have that. Okay. Ux fires again on one in the head of one of the other 2, and the corpse falls slightly over onto one knee, but then with the bolts sticking out of its basically right next to his nose, starts to move up again.
Okay. I roll my courage and I try and move into, help Condor out.
Okay.
Oh, well.
Yeah. You think you man up to the task of leading?
Actually, let's just say I completely botched my courage, but I panicked and went into like a rage, ran toward her. So I attacked the one that's nearest to Condor.
Okay, that would be the one that the one he's fighting with, or the one that's closing in on him.
The one that's closing in on him.
Okay. Yeah. He pulls up one arm again to push, kind of push away whatever it is you bring up against him, but you can make an attack roll.
Uh-huh. Oh.
Okay. And he doesn't manage to parry you.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, your saber sinks into his arm and cuts through, and the arm hangs now broken in the air and flaps about as he moves further in Condor's direction. Okay. I think this would be the next round. This, by now, Gruff would have time to get another arrow.
I shoot another target because Marview and Condor are hiding my last one. I hit, I rolled the 6, and 6 damage.
Okay. I presume that would be the one that Ux also shot?
Yeah, that was I would have suggested that, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, just as he tries to get up from the ground again, the arrow hit him again in the head, and he slumps forward again, face first into the ground. all the while, Condor has just pushed the arm away and can now attack again.
Okay, which I won't. I rolled an 11.
Okay.
So that's successful.
And again, he tries to bring up an arm in defense, but is way too slow.
Okay. I only rolled a 1, so 1 plus 4, that's 5.
Okay. So you hack into that arm, but don't get through the bone. And it tries again to get at you as you try to pull your axe from the bone.
Right.
And it kind of brings his other arm up and grabs yours and tries to pull it towards you. Try to parry.
Okay, I'm gonna use my shield. And, wait, where's the shield? There we go. 11, okay. I need to beef that up next time I get XP. Ooh, a 1! Perfect block.
Okay, so do another roll, and if you're again under the parry, I would say you actually made damage with the shield.
Nice. I roll a 4, so that works, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so you bring up your shields sideways and jam it into the just below the neck of the corpse. Do a d6 plus 1.
Okay, wait. What is my new d6? Oh, 6, 7. 7 damage.
Okay, so you jam the shield under its neck, and you hear the creaking and cracking of the bones, and the head falls backwards off the corpse, and the corpse itself, for a short moment, tries to move towards you, but then slumps into the ground itself.
Nice.
So, from behind you, there's you suddenly feel. Oh no! Wait, Maven. No, Marbio is first. So you see the one that you have before you is just reaching for Condor and opening its mouth.
Okay, I make another attack roll. Oh.
Good
Okay,
rolls.
well, yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't try to parry you, so you hit.
Okay. Nice.
Okay, so you again slash into its back. You hear a couple of ribs breaking. Seemingly you've punctured something inside, and maybe it's swamp water that was lodged in him slowly gushes out on the back where you left the wound.
Condor, we can outrun him, and the necromancer's probably in that thing.
And the
I'll take over here.
Condor feels two hands on his back, just as you shove the shield into the face of the last one, and then you feel something cold on the skin of your neck, and you get 2 points of damage, and your teeth are pulling at the exposed flesh at your neck.
And I'm like, yeah, you bastard! Come here and I'll kill you again, and you'll stay dead this time.
Maven didn't do anything yet.
Maven sent a be right back. I'm not sure.
No, he's back.
Are you back?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Okay, so You see this.
How far away are these from me?
You are in short distance, so maybe somewhere 3 to 5 meters.
I'm just waiting because I don't really want to burn my magic on these if I have to fight a necromancer. So I'm hoping that they can take care of these corpses. I'm just waiting just in case they need my help.
Okay.
I guess that Asgard and Alma are into the party.
Yeah. They are basically also staying back with their weapons at the ready. Now, Asgard, now that Condor seems to be in a pickle, starts or looks like she's starting in her tracks to jump in the direction. While Halma is more looking towards the direction from where the rest of the corpses are slowly moving towards you.
Okay.
While and Ditrat and Klitiki are hiding behind him and Uksh.
Well, and Burkai, is he fighting with us?
And Borkai is also with you, but he looks like he can't really. He does well. How can you see that? Borkai looks like he's afraid of the. Like he's almost frozen in his place.
Yeah. He's petrified by fear.
Yeah. Okay. Next round.
I'll shoot. The one that is on the back of Condor, I guess I can have a clear shot on him.
Well, I would say Marbio is probably a bit in the way. This would be a normal, increased difficulty of 2.
Okay.
If you hit, but so if you would normally hit, but not with the +2 modifier, then you might either hit Kondar or Marbio.
No, I'm not that much of a gambler. I continue to shoot on the one I shot the round before.
Yeah, that one is again trying to move itself upwards.
I do 5 damage, and I don't have any arrows anymore.
Okay. Yeah. You again hit the head. Now 3, 1 bolt and 2 arrows stick in the head. The head slumped to the side. And again, he's lost his
Balance?
His balance, yeah, and is falling towards the ground. Okay. Okay. Now I would say we are with Kondar.
Okay. Well, I will turn around and
do a strength check against the corpse.
Okay. Damn it! The one time.
This is a we compare. So the corpse failed by 3. If you failed by less,
I failed by 3 too.
Okay, so you don't manage to get yourself pulled away.
Can I hack at him? like to free myself?
Yeah, but the problem is you can't get your arm to full swing.
Okay,
so
I can get my.
I would
Okay.
say,
So,
I would say maybe you do
Could I
half
stab-
damage if you.
Wait. Could I stab him with the scry blade?
That you could do, but that would be an attack with
With the dagger skill,
exactly, yeah.
which I'm not really good at, but I'm gonna try it anyway. And I fail it by 4.
Okay,
well.
so you try to bring the axe towards it and try to step behind you, but you don't really make any contact. Marbio?
Okay, I'm gonna do like a drawing cut on the zombie that's on top of Kondar, because I know he's on Kondar, and
Yeah.
I don't want to cut through the zombie hit Kondar, so I'm just gonna, try and slash at him.
Okay. Yeah. Do normal attack and with a 1. Okay. Roll another one to see if you actually made a masterful. It's a masterful attack.
Oh,
Nice.
cut it off.
So you basically make triple damage.
So 1d6 times 3?
Yeah.
Or
1d6
plus
plus
3 times 3.
So plus 9.
Yeah. Okay, well.
Yeah. You basically take the well, tell me how you dismember or destroy this corpse.
The calculation is wrong. It says the last 3 is the only digit,
oh, right.
Oh.
You make 27 damage.
So that's actually 3 times 9.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
I draw my blade across him, like cutting through. When it gets to the spine, it curves upwards and cuts him in an L shape in half.
Okay. So you hear something cracking behind you, Kondar, and the grip that was tightening on your neck from the teeth suddenly snaps away, and you just have this head hanging on your shoulder as a wet body slams against you and falls slowly sliding on your backside.
I'm like grab it and I throw it off and I just shake it off in disgust and I said, well, thanks, Mario. Let's continue.
No problem.
How far are the others?
Well, Asgard is now with you. Actually, she is kind of looking like she wants to attack the rest that are coming. And the Uksh is currently maybe 10 meters behind you, again loading his crossbow. While Borkai is maybe standing 5 meters behind you.
I mean, how far are the rest of the zombies?
Oh, they are. Well, there's another group of 2 coming up. They look more. Yeah, from the fur, you would say they are probably orcs or have been orcs. That are maybe 10 meters away by now, and after that there comes a small group of 3 ones that probably were goblins.
Are any of them wearing
that's
armor?
maybe 30 meters away.
Are any of them wearing armor or anything, or are they just wearing clothes?
Actually, now that you look at it, it looks like none of them were actually wearing clothes.
Oh, okay.
Like the one we found in the forest before.
Well, that one at least had some kind of trousers.
Okay.
Very ragged, but he was covered below the waist.
So, who would strip people naked before making them into zombies?
I don't want to answer that question.
So what? Do we stay?
It might be part of the ritual.
What are we waiting for? Let's get on. Let's bring them. Finish them, yeah. Asgard will move forward to the two that are coming up.
Was the one that Gruff was shooting, is it down, or is it...
That one is down, and it tries to get up. It's still moving, but it seems like it cannot get back onto its feet for some reason.
Okay. Well, when it's my turn, I'm going to go and crack its skull with my staff.
Okay. Yeah, you get close and you press your staff onto...
I just hold it from the
head.
bottom and just start whacking on him, on his
Okay.
head.
Yeah, you smack on it, and the head cracks and gore splatters across the floor and onto you. And with the last twitch, the corpse stops moving. Then.
Okay, well.
Yeah, Asgard tries to circle around the two that are coming closer and hacks at one of them and hits it in the chest, knocking it backwards slightly. Anyone else want to do something, or?
I wanna get up close to the next one and join Asgard and just the other one to attack.
Yeah, me too, but I thought we were still in the last round, I guess.
No, basically the rounds had shortly stopped before the next group, in quotes, arrives.
I rolled a 10, so I succeeded. So that.
Okay, so you take the other one then,
Yeah.
I presume? Okay.
Yeah.
That one manages to get its arm in the way, but give damage nonetheless. It's just halved, I would say.
Okay, 4 plus 2 should be... No, 4 plus 4 is 8, so 4 damage in total.
Okay.
With,
yeah, you again, you think you have broken the bone, but the arm still is moving in a roughly normal way.
Okay, so I attack. I'm going to do concentration of fire kind of thing, where I attack the same one the other people are. And I miss.
Okay. So you try to get him, but the knock from that he gets from Kondar's blow brings him just outside of your range. Gruff.
I have my axe in hand, and I'm running towards the one that no one says is attacking.
You mean the 3 group that is behind, or?
Oh no!
There's two. There's 2 corpses at the moment. One is ganged up by Kondar and by Marbio, and the other one is attacked by Asgard.
Okay, so I'm joining Asgard.
Okay. She gives you a quick glance and then moves so that as the corpse is following her, so that you have the backside.
So I'm taking, I'm running and
slash.
Yeah, I'm slashing it. Yeah. So I think I have it. Yeah, I rolled a 12 and I have.
Okay. Yeah, it doesn't parry, so give damage.
Oh, max damage, which is 9.
Okay. Yeah.
your axe sinks deep into the neck, and you basically see that one of the arms that was going towards Asgard slumps to the ground as the corpse loses its control over it, and it just hangs there now. And the gash slightly opens as the shoulder pulls itself away from the rest.
Okay.
Okay, Maven.
I'm still once again. I'm just hanging back.
Okay, so you keep watch over it.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Next round, Asgard tries to take a slash at hers again and hits it. The corpse doesn't manage to get his hand in between, and she basically finishes your work, and the zombie rocks to the side as 1/3 of its body basically falls to the ground, with from the shoulder down to the thigh.
Okay, just to make sure, I make an arc with my axe and plant it in his face.
Okay.
Very nice.
With a
Okay. Did you make the attack?
Oh, sorry. No, well, I hit the mud.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So I just do these two separately. So actually, the zombie would be later, but well, he doesn't get to Asgard anyway. Okay, now to the one in front of Kondar.
Okay. I will do an attack.
Okay.
And I rolled an 18, so I missed by 1.
Okay. Yeah, the zombie tries to get its hand up and moves towards you, depending on what Marbio does now.
Alright. I'll be right back.
I'm going to go ahead and attack, too. I'll do a thrust towards the midsection.
Okay.
Yeah. 6.
Okay. Yeah, it doesn't parry you.
1d6 plus 3. 4 damage.
Okay, so you slash your blade into its back, opening a large gash, while it moves forward and tries to get a hold of Kondar, which it doesn't. In, I would say, 2 rounds, the other 3 are coming into reach.
Is that the last of them?
Well, it's not. You have seen more, but you can't see any ones behind them. Maybe they didn't follow you, or...
Well, there was 9 that we saw, and one of them fell into a pond, so it's probably still stuck back there.
Yeah.
So we've gotten rid of, after this one and the other 3 that are coming up. That should be 8.
Okay. Yeah. The one that is before you, Kondar, tried to get you, but didn't manage.
Right.
Grabbed beside you.
Okay.
And yeah, with that we go into the next round.
Right.
Yeah, Asgard again tries to hit hers, and she misses.
I try to have my blade just follow hers and try to manage to have it I have it make 8 damage.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. You do you want to hit any particular spot?
He's still standing. No, I've understood that he fell down.
No. It's you see. Basically, you hacked into here, and you basically tore this whole side off, and it's peeling off to the side, including the arm that is breaking off,
Well,
and
the
all
other
that
side.
down. Okay. Yeah. So you slash into that. You slash into that too, and now he just dragging around Flash. Only the head is moving forward now to get to Asgard, and basically he tries to, or it falls forwards and slides off of Asgard. Apparently without getting a bite on her. Okay, to Kondar.
Right. I will attack him. And I rolled an 8 success.
Okay, and it doesn't manage to parry.
And then I roll damage, and I rolled a 3 plus 4 is again a 7.
Okay, so how do you dispose of it?
Okay, so basically I'm just like kind of pissed, and I just whack it within the shield, and then I just hack and chop off its head.
Okay. Yeah, the head whacks to the side and it rolls around. The corpse makes kind of a wobbly movement and then falls to one side also. Yeah, and with that, the second group is done for.
Well, is
Now there's
Ooks hitting some of them with his crossbow?
Ugsh is firing at one of the goblins that is coming up.
Okay.
And taking one down. Asgard is moving in too, and is whacking one to the side. Borkai seems to have found himself again and is also moving towards you, though he circles around the human-sized corpses, trying to stay away from them. And I don't know if you basically you can describe what you do now. They try to get at you, but they have very little chance of actually achieving anything.
Well, I go with Asgard, and we try to flank them. So she hits, I hit. She hits, I hit. I'm chopping, trying to make some. To try to chop zombies from both sides.
Okay. Yeah, so you basically Asgard tries to get their attention, and you hack into them, just as you did before.
Yeah, at some point I take my feet and I try to push him for him to fall down, and if he falls down, I'm hacking through his back, and quite violent.
Yeah. Okay, so you push him to the ground and behead him with your foot on its neck. While Borkai takes the head of one that Uksh has shot at, and then only silence and your panting from the exertion remains, and a pile of dead bodies.
I wonder how much more they are around.
It's like, well,
I could take out still a couple. Right, Gruff?
Yeah. Try to
Detrot will.
saving their souls.
Yes. We're doing the God's work here, for sure.
So, Fex will bless us once again with that, and Swafnir, of course.
And Boron, too.
Oh.
He hates the undead. I'm sure of that. They're an abomination in his sight.
I puke.
Appropriate.
Oh, man.
Well, Alma, I guess you have another song to write about this.
I'm not sure if I want to sing about this.
I'm sure you will have a lot of success.
Goddamn droggers.
Should we press on to the hut?
Well,
yeah, let's not let this shame.
While being careful, maybe there's others like that hiding in the swamps.
I don't think they would hide very well, but if we spot any bodies, then we can be wary of them.
Yeah,
We know what to expect. Oh, and Kondar, may I have a look at your neck?
I'm showing him the wound. Yeah.
Okay, wait. I actually had hoped I could drink this sometime later, but I think this is more appropriate. He will basically make a bandage and bring some premium fire onto it and press it on your wound.
It's Detroit?
Detrot, yeah.
Mhm.
And burns very strongly, but then he gives you the flask.
I take a sip out of it. What kind of wound was that?
Well, looks like he tried to bite you, but it's more like a love mark.
Great.
He
How was that
didn't-
will sound in this story?
Write that down, Alma.
The zombie gave me a hickey.
Okay, so you press
Appreciate
onwards.
the healing.
No problem. Just repay me with premium fire when we are back. where
Oh, I know
you can
a
get the stuff.
place. I'll get you some.
Yeah, you make your way slowly through the swamp, following the dragon marks left by the corpses. In the distance, you can see more corpses lying in small puddles, but you can keep your distance, and for the moment at least, none of them seem to be moving.
How many of them are there?
Yeah.
Well, it's hard to tell, but at the moment you can see maybe somewhere between 5 and 10.
Okay, climb a
Some
tree.
could be hacked in part. So,
Well, I climb a tree if there's one available, trying to have a better count.
yeah, it takes a while until you find a tree that you think is healthy enough to support you.
Okay.
But then you find one
Yeah.
and can climb the top.
Okay. And I'm trying to make a more precise count of what may be waiting for us when we get back.
When from your above station, you can
I'll hear you.
make. Sorry, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay. From the treetop, you can see that the positions of these corpses is also roughly circular around this hut, maybe in a distance of 50 meters from the hut. And you would say you can see about 20 or so, but that's just the ones on this side of the hill.
Okay. Basically, we've made some kind of a gap
Exactly.
in this circle, this barrier. So I'm getting down, and there seems to be corpse all around the hut. Basically, we've made an entrance through the barrier protecting that hut.
I don't know what you say. Let's see what's in that hut.
I say we burn the thing down with whoever's in it inside.
Even though I think this might be an appropriate response, I'm from my earlier travels, I've learned to be wary of foreign gods. May the 12 forgive me, but not only the 12 seem to exist. So,
What kind of heresy are you talking about?
I'm not
Out of
saying we should,
character, Warhammer 40k Inquisitor comes in and says heresy. He goes away. Alright. Anyway, I say I want to see. I want to face whatever.
I guess they
does
could
to
all
us.
be.
Yeah? You were saying something? Chris?
We lost his
I-
voice.
I think he is gone.
Yeah.
All the while, I say
Anyway.
that I say to Kondar, yeah, I know that the 12 are the real ones, but I think we saw enough to believe that there are malign forces that are outside the 12s.
Well,
there you go.
either way, I know the 12s are the righteous ones. That's all I need. All I need to know.
Well, other gods could simply be aspects of maybe.
You're confusing me with your words. Aspect.
One god needs to be feared. You should know.
Demons also have powerful magic.
Now, if you're gonna tell me that demons are gods, then you're gonna have a problem here with me.
No, they're not gods, but they are powerful. This could be some worshipper of some foul being.
Well,
Whoever worships demons is not a friend of mine. That's for sure.
well, now that we have got through the barrier of those corpses, we might be careful. Maybe there are some kind of other traps protecting that hut up here.
Hopefully
Yeah.
they don't all get up and start coming towards the hut as we get to it.
So maybe some kind of cursed stuff that may be waiting for us.
Curse? What are you talking about?
Well,
It does look kind of cursed, doesn't it?
well, having all those corpses.
Superstition roll?
You can do.
Oh yeah, yes. I think it
I'm
deserves
fine.
that.
I rolled 11.
Me too. Exactly
Okay.
the same. Devin.
You have the same opinion.
Oh yeah.
Don't say silly things like that, Gruff. I'm sure.
Okay. So I would say as you slowly make your way towards the hut, slowly moving up the hill, we let the cover of cliffhanger drag over you. And if you don't mind, then we make the cut here.
Mm-hmm.
As what comes next could take a bit longer.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
we thought we would just burn the place. I think.
Well, depending on what happens.
That's such a role-playing thing to do. Let's burn it down with fire. I had my players, I wanted them to go down into a sewer and fight some giant rats. Of course, what they do, they take like oil and just dump it into there and then just light it all on fire. And I'm saying, okay, great job.
Yeah, you can hear the XP clock going up.
Pretty much.
Blum, blum, blum. Okay, I hope it was enjoyable.
Yeah. Yeah, that was quite
Fought
nerve-wracking.
muddy, naked zombies.
Yeah.
Yeah, something about them being naked is like extra squicky here.
Could have been part of the ritual.
Yeah, or maybe maybe the necromancer's just a pervert.
Maybe he's not a necromancer, he's a necrophiliac. There we go. Let's just say it out loud.
Necromancer.
That's what I
A
thought.
necrophiliac monster. Now that's something. That's something terrifying right there.
Yeah. A zombie pimp.
Actually, I think in one of the newer video games for the Dark Eye, they had that sort of thing.
Of course they did.
But that's in a very, very icky place anyway.
I thought that I had to play the video games to see what was waiting for us.
I have a question about next time. I'm not quite
right.
sure.
Yeah, we wanted to talk about next time anyway. Last time we said we
You
might...
wanna stop the recording quick?
Yeah, we'll stop the recording, so yeah.